Hello everyone, my name is SiC. Welcome back to Factorio. So, yeah, it's been a little while, but we have made some progress. Oh, that is not good. Look at that. They all want to go through here and there's just not enough space. We are starting to deadlock ourselves, which is something we need to fix really badly. Yeah. Alright, so maybe I wanted to start this video off differently. But yeah, this is a problem that we need to deal with. Look at that, that is just not acceptable. We need to reroute some of these trains out of here. I'm thinking up here and then we can go down along there. Alright, well, I fixed 2 deadlocks, hopefully. I haven't, like that one is now being used, that is perfect, look at that. Really nice. We could even use this one to go up here as well. So if we drag this along there, and go up, yeah, we can have a train that just takes that route as well. In the meantime, I also took the liberty of dragging this one out because we had this route and we were getting a deadlock over here as well with too many trains waiting on each other. They don't all necessarily need to go through here, so just allowing them to cut in through here is actually really nice. And then actually they should probably also be able to oh, how do we do this? Go like that, so they can go into this one. And that should be perfectly fine. But yeah, I'll fix up that little thing and we'll get into the video proper. Also, look at my speed though now. That is absolutely disgusting. We have a full armor. 3 exoskeletons, we have 4 energy shields, 2 personal roboports, we have personal laser defense, night vision, belt immunity equipment, like 10 personal batteries and a bunch of portable solar panels, though they are not the greatest. They are performing well enough. Like my battery power is barely going down. Oop, get off this track. And I already overshot my goal. And it just goes to show how easily you can get sidetracked in Factorio. But anyway, I was going to go through some of the upgrades that I have done. So by now, all of our factory has received red belts everywhere. I am slowly putting speed upgrades into all of these assembling machines, but we do run into a small problem in that this one has now stopped producing because it doesn't receive enough electronic circuits, which should be coming from... where did they receive their electronic circuits from? Through here and then through this one, yeah, and that one basically doesn't get enough iron plates. And enough iron plates are not being produced because, well, I think basically because we're splitting them too many times, right? Like, and this is not able to keep up with us anymore. This is the production that we have, but it is just kind of pitiful. We could actually stand to double this maybe. But yeah, we split it too many times is basically what we did. We need to fix that a different way. But yeah, I also made sure that we have extra iron, so I hooked up this iron patch here, which has now got, like, yeah, we haven't filled the entire patch, but it is producing more than we can take away. All of these chests are completely full, and I think there's 2 trains, well actually there's only 1 train running towards this place. We could actually run a second train there. I also put in a train station here at the south, which is where I put in iron ore to make up for the fact that this one is almost dead and empty. So that is going in here and then that is feeding up into here, and basically this iron ore is way more than enough. Look at that, this is also, like, some of these places are still hungry for steel, I think. But most of them are we're just hungry for electronic circuits. That's kind of crazy. Anyway, I wanted to get into space today, and for that we need to make space platform foundations, and for that we need steel plates, tons of steel plates, and we need copper cables. Now, I was thinking we have enough iron ore input over here. We could actually use this to split off and make some steel smelting areas over here. And for that, I'm basically going to go over here and have a look at this little setup that we've got going on. So we have iron plates coming in the center, and we're turning that into this one iron ores coming down the center, and we are making some iron ore over here. So that this is basically just something to copy. I guess we could go longer than this as well. So if I just grab my copy tool here, we'll grab this part, we'll copy that, and then let's see, because I don't know how many of these I will want, but we need plenty, I would say. So we have an input that we could have over here. Let's do it like this. We'll have one over here, we'll have one over here, another one over here, another one over there, and all of these are just simply going to be making iron plates, I think. Though at the same time, I could copy a simple part of this, just this block. Oh, actually, and I would need to grab a little bit more than that, right? And we could lengthen this a little bit. We are not quite grabbing everything that we should, so we'll order a little bit more. And of course, this is going to need power, so we'll hook that up. And I guess, yeah, we need to get rid of some of organic material, this disgusting shit that we've got over here, you know, unacceptable. And I guess then we could technically copy this part. Yeah, that's nice. That will hook up perfectly. So we'll just grab that. And pretty soon here we should be having a pretty decent iron smeltery. And like I said, all this is going to do... yeah, that didn't take... I almost thought for a second it was going to take away my big electrical pole, but no. Look at this stuff. This is so cool. Looking at all of my robots coming in. All of these yellow squares here are bots bringing materials for my factory. So cool. There's like a whole belt just installed like that. All the arms, you know. Stuff that took like half an hour to do by hand now gets done automatically. So good. Anyway, we need iron ore, and I'm splitting this off down this way, and I just kind of did that to ooh, we're getting attacked here now as well. Interesting. But we managed with this, you know. We have our backup, we have our extra turrets, we have our repair packs, we have our walls all super close by. Shouldn't be a problem. Anyway, I split this off because I figured, well, if this runs empty, then this can take over. But we have so many trains running materials over this way now that should never really be a problem. This one only has the one, but we have 4 trains basically going up and down. So I think we're going to cancel this. Right, we'll take this out. Let's see, we'll take out this part, the center here as well. And then this went over here, and we'll take out that part. And these parts actually also are not necessary. And let's see how this will be a good test for the output of one of these things. So we have 4 furnace stacks, and we need iron ore coming into every single one of them. That is kind of a shit position. So we'll go over here. Yeah, and the entrance will be over here, so we can go up like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. We'll hook that up, and then I'll be back in a second. Well, it seems to be going pretty well, but we do need to have a proper test of this, and we will grab at least one of these stacks, I guess. Like so, but without the... I will grab the bottom one, because I put this roboport station in here. But we only need... yeah, there's no way to get around that, is there? Alright, well, that's fine. We will grab exactly this, and then we have to put this over somewhere to make steel. Now we can make a train station over here to take away the steel. So if we put this over here, like so, you could run the steel out just perfectly fine. Alright, well, let's see then. Well, alright, I decided to double this stack, you know, and just see how it goes. For now it seems to be going okay, but that's just because these are backing up, so as soon as these are all flowing out of here, I am pretty sure we're going to see this belt dry up a little bit. So to prevent that, and because we are only planning on 2 carriages, I am planning to combine these belts, like I always do. And we'll see how things keep up, right? So we will go underground. Oops, my bad. Come on. Like so. I'll split this output. Just like that. And then we need 1 belt over here. Holy crap, these trains are scary, man. It's so easy to not look out for them because you're zoomed in and then it's just, yeah, you're gone. Just like that. Alright, we'll go up like this. I kind of want to put this in this same spot, so we'll go, that was like right there. We'll have one over here and then it comes in on that side. Kind of mirror it, you know, kind of keep it as symmetrical as I can with the patience that I have, which is not a ton. You know, we'll make do. Alright, so this is coming out here. We'll just take this around the long way, I guess. That will be fine. Just need to see where this stops, and we'll take care of this little rock that's in the way. Alright, so we have a solid, very solid output of steel. Alright, oh, we have some things got damaged. 2 entities were destroyed, but they were only robots, so we do need to keep an eye on that. Robots can also run out as they get destroyed by flying out here to repair this stuff, which is a little bit annoying. I kind of wish they would just kind of fly a bit more, yeah, smartly, I suppose, but it's what it is. We have an endless supply. Anyway, I made a train. I have made many trains. But yeah, we'll put some steel into here, and the thing is, we need a place to launch our rockets. Now, I took out a ton of space already, but yeah, we need more space to do what we're going to do. Because already, like you can see, it's starting to get pretty full. There's a lot of space still to expand, but I want a place that I'm going to call Cape Canaveral, right? We need to have a place where we launch some rockets and where we build the materials necessary for those rockets. So honestly, this looks like a kind of cool place. We'll have to do some, you know, cleaning up. All of the organic mess is like it offends me, it offends my eyes. That would be nice if I can have a train that goes around here and then goes out on here, so that is one less train on this track. So I think that's what we're going to do. Of course, we also need to make sure we have enough copper cables coming in, and that is a whole other manufactory that we need to take care of. But we're going to manage that as well in a similar way. I have some copper inputs. These ones are all pretty full. We could use some of this maybe, but I kind of don't want to. I kind of want to keep this flowing for the regular computer chips, which you also need. And this is also running thin because our production is running low, and that's because this is not keeping up. So how many trains do we have on this? We have 2 trains on this top. One is about to load. But yeah, like we also at some point need to expand to get more iron patches. Unfortunately. Or we need another train, and that one goes over here to pick up that stuff instead. I think that might be something we could do as well. So we're going to make a quick fix for that. And the nice thing is I can just put that train over here, and it's going to find its own route over because everything is connected. So we'll just put some coal in it. We'll have the iron ore like that is all. Yeah, there's 2 trains of that. The iron ore input chips is what this wants to unload into. Iron ore input chips, and then it's going to pick up iron ore from iron ore mine 2. So here it is going to wait for a full cargo, time passed, or inactivity. And that doesn't seem, yeah, may not seem like it makes much of a difference, but it actually kind of does. So it's kind of nice. Inactivity, we'll add refueling interrupts, and then we'll put this on automatic, and just like that we should have fixed. First you need to go to iron ore mine 2, and it's actually already on the right track. But it's not going to continue until this goes somewhere else. Maybe we can send this to a refueling station temporarily until we have a place to put it. Yeah, now that's the kind of aggressive land clearing I'm talking about. Grenades can't compete with this, look at that. Whole forest, deleted, gone, just like that. Perfect. So, I put a split in here, and then I'm running this train belt or train track all the way down here. Now what is nice about this is we need plenty of train stations actually, and I can just kind of run them down from here. So we can just like split them off and have a train station, have a train station, have a train station, have another train station, just like that. Because we need actually more than one rocket at a time. We need like 5 maybe even, and all of those need to be supplied with plentiful things. But yeah, we're going to start designing some of these stations. I think we can start a little bit down here on the right, and then we'll keep going towards the left, and I think that will be perfectly fine. But just to show you a little bit of what I mean is like we can go simply like that. You know, we'll have a station here, and then we'll have one on the right of that, or on the left actually, and then we'll blend it into here, and that is going to work just fine. Well, I set up a train station for steel. So we have the steel pickup and we have the steel input. It is just going towards the steel pickup now, but because it already has some cargo, we'll send it to the steel input instead. Now what is nice, now it's going to come in from the left, but I also did a little route up here. So when it leaves the steel pickup, it's just going to go up here, it's going to go down here, and then it's going to go down over here, and it can kind of loop itself back into here. So this train is actually on a very, very short loop. It's also, it's basically more convenient just getting the steel from there to here. But you know what, I don't care. Trains are cool, man. I'm having fun with it, you know. Alright, so I do need it to put in chess here, actually. Not something to be forgotten, because now the train is gone after, yeah, a few seconds of inactivity, because yeah, they have nowhere to put it basically. And then we need to set up the copper cable production, and that is going to be where are we going to put that instead? We have copper ore input over here, plenty of copper ore actually. Well, we could make it on site somewhere as well. Look at that, this is completely filled up, and let's build it over here. That's going to be cool. But then I need some more of these furnaces. Let's say I want to have 200 of them if I can. I'm going to go, of course, inside of my Roboport network, and then also by robots I will add in a few more because I can. And yeah, I need to spread my network, so very important. Look at this though, our iron ore is already running out on this. Our production needs more. We need a lot more iron ore coming into this production facility. So do we want to maybe reroute this to, this is iron ore input 2, right? So yes, we'll do this towards iron ore input 2. And then we'll wait for an empty cargo, time passed, or activity, and we'll send you straight there. Alright, so more trains towards that one, that's okay. Let's start expanding. Well, I think this should manage us for quite some time. Yeah, we are splitting this a little bit too many times, probably, I think. But at the same time, we seem to be doing okay-ish, like not too bad. We can actually, I have some more in my pocket, which I didn't realize at first, but we do, so we can actually expand on this just a little bit. But then, yeah, we have everything we need to start making space platforms, which is really, really nice. Let me just finish hooking this up really, really quick. We'll go onto the side there, just like that, and that will be okay. We have our train, and all it needs now is we need to have the copper cable pickup, and then it needs to go to the copper cable input. Yeah. No, wrong one. Copper cable input, there we go. I do have to say, these electric smelters are quite expensive, because when we check the electrical grid, you can see 429 of these we have in total, and they take up 41.6 megawatts of power. So half of our solar panels basically goes to only doing the electrical furnaces, and we only just started using them. Anyway, off we go. We are bringing our first electrical cables to our input. That is one hell of a route. That is like, why? This is the shorter route than that one. I did not expect that at all. Interesting. That is something we need to take care of. So we might do a split in here and then follow a route up here so we can get there just a little bit faster. I should really start working with roundabouts. Alright, and with that we have all the necessary ingredients. What is going on here? This one needs to go down and up, and I see. That is a little bit dumb. Alright, we have all the necessary ingredients just to start making the space platform foundations. Now for this we need a lot of both materials, 20 of these and 20 of those if I remember correctly. So what I want to do here is I kind of want to have a double input in the center, if we can. So yeah, how would that work? Like we need input for one, but we also need an output, right? So this would work, but then we would have to use this one for output. And then we don't really have the double input that I wanted, I guess. I kind of want to split 2 into 3. Yeah, that is something that we could do. We could, like... how do we do this? I need to research that for a second. Alright, I found one, and it is just kind of ridiculously complicated. We're not going to do that. We'll do it slightly different. Alright, so we will have this belt on one side. The other one will go on the other. So this one is going to go over here. And basically the way I am planning this in my head right now is that we can have one wagon for each manufacturing block, I'm thinking. So we'll have a look. We'll have this over here. We do need an output, and for that we are going to go straight into robot boxes, because yeah, we can resupply the launch platform by robots. So that is much more convenient. Now we do want to limit these a little bit because these things are so expensive, and we do have several manufacturers, manufacturing, assembling machines, whatever. So cutting down on that a little bit, I think, is well worth it. And then we'll have, I guess, a double input over here for steel. So hopefully that kind of works out. So we'll have an output in the center for robots, and then we'll have this for steel. And I don't know how well this works with the splitter, but we are going, holy shit, going to find out. Yeah, that didn't almost kill me, but it did certainly scare the hell out of me. Okay, so all we need to do now is hook this up, or actually, being dumb, we do still need electrical poles in here, and then we need to hook it up. Yeah, we can fit one in right about there. We start producing, and that should unlock for us some new research as soon as this is finished producing, because yeah, it takes a little bit. But look at that output, that is kind of nuts. Yeah, these things could still be upgraded to a different belt maybe for more speed, but this actually, no, it doesn't even fill a full belt, so it does reach the end though, and that is all we need. So we could double this and we could have that. Jesus, I'm dumb. Alright. Yeah. We need some outputting inserter arms. But every once in a while you see this flurry of activity, which is kind of cool, because then they have to grab all new stuff. Actually, maybe we need to first... Like, what do we need for the space platform? Space platform starter pack is what we need to make. So what do we need for the space platform starter pack? 60 space platform foundations, 20 processing units, and 20 steel plates. Now we're not going to be making these all the time, so we can kind of do that by hand, I suppose, but yeah. Let's have a look. The space platform, the rocket silo, we also need to make the rocket silo, and we can do that by hand. Right, so let us see, we are already requesting steel. Here we go. 1,000 steel, which is honestly ridiculous. It's a ton, an absolute ton. We will grab 200 of these. 1,000 concrete. Right, we'll turn off military gear for now. And we could say trash unrequested if we wanted to. That would take care of a lot of stuff that we do not need. But we haven't made this one yet, so let's make one of those. But then 200 electrical engine units. We can request that. Anyway, I'll fix this and then yeah, I'll be right back. We are very close to unlocking the research because we needed the starter pack for that. So we need a couple of more things to be automated before we can continue. And actually I'm being dumb by building this here, because this is where I wanted to put my train stations. But I guess we can put train stations down here as well. It's just, that's just dumb. I was excited to build this stuff, you know. Anyway, I did just make the starter pack, I think. This can go away into the trash lot. I have no idea why I have that. Why did that just not just unlock? I need to send it to space first. Yeah, alright, I see. Right, so we will be making a silo, and then we need to make sure that we route all of the necessary things over here. And I'm not sure if I'm putting blue computer chips into the system. I am pretty sure I am not doing that. Alright, so we do need to make sure that that happens, because otherwise I will be waiting here forever. And I am not a fan of that. So we'll just put it like that. These things will need electricity. We'll do it like that one over there. We should have these in the system, but let me just make a couple of extra and make sure that this gets sent away. We'll send this, put this back to 50. And I also need to drop these into the trash so those can be made. And then, yeah, I'll be right back when we have made our first silo. Alright, well, we have our first rocket silo, and I went a little bit overkill with the substations, but I think we can fit about 2 of these bad boys in here, and then we can kind of keep going on a line to the left. But yeah, we need a couple of things. We need low density structures, we need processing units, and we need a rocket fuel. Now, rocket fuel we're not even making yet. But the low density structures we should be making, and we should also now start shipping blue computer chips over towards this side. Now, yeah, look at that. This is kind of kind of poor. We need a lot more production of iron plates. Though this is kind of backed up, so that is nice. We don't have to worry about this taking up stuff for a while. And we could filter this back in here somehow maybe as well. That would be good. Yeah, let me do that. Well, I decided to move all of my rocket silo requests into a separate function, so now I only make rocket silo, well, I only request it when I actually want to make one. So I think for now we'll start with 2, and once I've made this one and place it, well, I turned this off already, so now we're not requesting this, but if I want to make a 3rd one or a 4th one, I can just turn this one on again. They'll bring me the stuff, but they won't bother bringing it to me constantly, which is really, really nice, I think. Alright, so we'll have this one over here and that one like so. We'll have 2 of these. And with that out of the way, we now need to make sure that we are getting blue computer chips over here. So I can also remove some of these forests because they're in the way. Like, I have cleared a large section of terrain here. Alright, let's go up like this. Right, we'll have to put one over here and one of the regular signals over there. And then we'll have this place for blue computer chips. I am also already making by robot a blue computer chip pickup down over here, which is also really nice. But now we also need to make sure that we actually load this on time, or like on time, that we just load this properly. So we'll do this by a robot. I haven't even automated chests yet, I don't think, so that is an issue that we need to deal with as well. But yeah, we'll put some lights, you know, we'll have a big electrical power pole to hook that up. And then we need to kind of split this, and we'll split it just past here so that we are prioritized when it comes to the resources here. We'll have that one go over here. Yeah, this definitely needs to be upgraded. This is not good enough, but we have routed the production of this facility down over here and into this splitter, so that now we have a better supply of this stuff again. But yeah, this is, we could also probably filter this in here as well, so let's see, how do we want to do that? We'll go down by 1, we'll go sideways. We can probably, yeah, make it all the way over here, which is nice. We'll go underneath here, like so. And this one is going to go into that splitter, and then it's evenly divided across this belt, which means that then we should have a better supply for this, which then means we can copy this whole thing. And how does this line up? Like so. Alright, robots are going to have to make that. We are also not making these things automatically yet, which is a problem we are going to have to deal with. But yeah, I can only do so many things at a time, so that is going to have to wait just a little bit. And this one, because it's at an angle, can get much closer, which is interesting. Alright. Like that. We'll have a change signal there and a regular real signal here. And I'll continue building this up for a bit. Now, we also need low density structures. I have doubled our production here, and let's see if this production can keep up. But as long as these machines don't start eating out of it, I think we'll be okay-ish. Though, yeah, I guess we still need to increase the production of our copper plates up here. But at least we have a few more LDS coming in. I did set up a train as well, and that train is going around to pick up these things. Except I forgot to put it on automatic. That's done. Anyway, It's going the long way around as usual, because we have everything running on this one loop, which is not the greatest. At this point it is too late to change it, but we'll do that on other planets. Meanwhile, of course, also Worker Robot Cargo Size 3 has finished researching, and I guess we'll do elevated rails. Ooh, the elevated rails could actually be really useful here as well. Steel plates and refined concrete. Yeah, because then we could just simply go over some things. You know, we could just do elevated rails going that way. And that would be really, really good. Because then we'll just have trains... oh, that would be... Actually, that is something to think about. That is really cool. A really good addition. Now, I'll take the train back up north. But what we need to do now is we need to make rocket fuel. And where do we have rocket fuel? What do we need? Solid fuel and light oil. That is manageable. We can make that. No problem, I don't think. Well, that research really quickly. I think we'll also do effect transmission, so we can make beacons. Beacons can be really useful because they transmit the effects of upgrade modules to nearby friendly entities. And transmission effects stack with diminishing returns, but basically we can double the production of many things with that. We'll do logistics free, which is another thing that we should automate, and we'll do automation free. Yeah, that is also something good that we need. And ooh, personal battery Mark II I think is also really good, and that should last for a little while. What's nice is that the research we're doing now actually only requires purple science bottles, so that gives yellow a little bit of a chance to back up, which actually also already has been doing. Interesting. Alright. Anyway, we are going to go up north to start making oil products. And I'm actually rethinking this station as well now that I'm looking at it, because this has been stuck for too long without steel. It's inefficient, so I could double this, but then we'll have two batches like this that are not working really well. So we're going to fix this problem in a very basic way. really basic way. Like so. Alright, we are here, and what is interesting is that petroleum gas has since completely backed up. These speed modules, I guess, have really worked, and that means we will start using that. And I guess we can also get rid of some of these, I suppose. Let's do it. Let's take some of these out, see how that goes. Right, well, we don't need these. I only want half of this production. We will still need the water. This should still be producing, right? Yeah, like it gets the yellow from here. There's just no yellow to use. And we do need the yellow. Alright. And here we are now making solid fuel. This is actually a pretty fast process, but we'll see how this goes. And actually we would want to at some point upgrade our trains to not use coal but to use this instead. That would be really good. But yeah, and also it shouldn't be that tricky to upgrade. But first we are going to need this, of course, for a wholly different thing. We need rocket fuel. We want to get into space, so we need the solid fuel that we are producing now and a little bit of light oil, and we need to put that into assembling machines, the blue ones, because those will also have an input for yellow oil. Look at that, we are very slowly filling up on this. We do need a lot more. Unfortunately this is not very scalable. That is a bit of an issue, though I guess we could make some space up here. I just need to be very careful that I don't take away anything important, like pipes and electronic power cables is what I'm looking for, the word that I'm looking for. Right, that is decent. We can remove, I do it by hand, oh my god, that is so dumb. Alright, we can, yeah, we can make a little bit of a design here, I think. Right, we'll start small. We'll do 2 at a time, because our medium poles will cover that. And of course, well, we need to select a rocket fuel. This also can be used by trains, by the way, so we could even do it like that, but I don't think that we want to do that. Alright, so we will have rocket fuel. We only have the one input, and I don't know how fast this is to produce, but that is that's going to be okay, I think. Alright, so we need yellow oil in here, and then of course we can do long-handed inserters on this side, just like that. And we'll see how fast this produces. We'll make a block like 16 of these, I guess, and then we'll see how things progress. And off we go. We are making rocket fuel. Now it's not super fast, but we are not going to need an absolute ton of this. So I think we'll be okay, but we do need to keep an eye on things, of course. As soon as we start launching rockets, we'll have to see how much of it, how much of this stuff we actually need. We, of course, do need also a train station for this, so we will have a look, because I could just kind of, if I start in the center, if I can manage that. That is not working, so we'll do it like this. Then we have that's ugly, because all of my train stations are going out like this, and I kind of want the same, but yeah, we can't do it with the underground pipes. Meh. We could maybe also do one on the inside here, actually. Ooh, holy crap. That almost killed me. Yeah, we can do it like this, I guess. Go like this, but then this is in the way. It's also not working. I'll find a way though. And the rocket fuel station is set up, and what is nice is we can actually route it back into here. So that will go down in here and actually reach the input really, really fast. So again, one of those situations where actually a really long regular belt might have worked just as fine, but I love that train life. I'm all about it. So we're going to do it like that. Alright, and I think we can actually slot this in here as well. This is not the prettiest, but it also just works. Go out like this. And we'll do it like a train station. Like, these are long enough, and they're single wagon trains. Like, that works just fine, right? This thing needs to be moved, and we'll have a chain signal here, regular signals here. We need to put in our train stop right there, and we will call this the rocket fuel input. And then just like before, we just need to have our little output set up, and we'll run the train over here. Rocket fuel has now arrived, and with that we have everything to launch our first rocket. And meantime, let me research, let's do lab research speed 6. Yeah, and we'll do braking force 6. Ooh, actually mining productivity would be much better. Let's do that one first. I don't know why I didn't research that one already. That one first. Alright, so when this arrives, this stuff will start producing, and we'll have our first rockets to send into space, and we will have our first platform, finally. Rockets are producing. I did input some speed modules so that I took out of the oil splitting, the oil cracking machines. So it is faster than it's supposed to be, but look at that, that is still pretty slow. And we need a bunch of each, like the rocket parts, before this is ready. But yeah, we have, like, it's not draining the belt yet, so I think we'll be okay with the production that we have. Now I did rename this, or not rename, I just named this Cape Canaveral, of course, after the famous rocket launching site, because that is cool. And it looks like we maxed out completely on our what's it called? Space platform stuff. Is it called just space platform? Space platform foundation. Alright, and we also can make personal batteries. That is Mark II actually, because we could already do that other stuff. Let us take out a bunch of these, and let's see if we can craft them by hand. Need 15 processing units. Alright, let me just request some of those. We'll do 200. Because those are just infinitely better. Look at that, our rockets have finished. And now they're making a second one. So each silo can make up to 2 rockets. And let us put in the space platform starter pack. And we'll build a new space platform. Look at that. It is going to launch any second now. Right? We need to give the name. First we need to make space science. So we'll have the space science platform at Planet Novice. We'll create it. And off we go. We have our first rocket launch. That is awesome. Look at that. And you can see the little symbol of the cargo pod at the top there. Ah, man. Feels good. Alright, we can also, for the logistic requests, we'll turn on automatic requests from space platforms for both of these. Yeah, and like they finished the second rocket, so that one is now ready to launch as well. But when we look at our map view, we already had the planets Novice, but now we have the space science platform, and look at that. This is what we launched into space. That is so cool. So what we need to do now is we need to expand this, and we can turn this one into a space science platform that is not moving. What we need to basically make this by remote view, since we cannot physically go to space, we can actually, and we can enter this thing, but we can only do so by rocket as well, and then we cannot walk around on this stuff. We also actually just need to be inside the spot and still do everything remotely. So yeah, that's it. Now what is interesting, let's see, 1, 2, 3, yeah, okay, we'll do it like that, and that should be about even on the sides. What is interesting is that we cannot send up single bits. So if we want to send up, let's say, we need to use a 1 inserter, we actually need to send a full stack of inserters. Oh my god, look at that. Here we go. And we'll see many more of these launch over time. But yeah, basically we need overkill with these rockets. We will not send up one rocket with just like half a cargo. These cargoes need to be full, and they can only use 1 item per rocket. So we will have a rocket just for this stuff. We have a rocket just for inserters, just for belts, just for whatever we need up here. Look at that. We just sent, like, I don't know how many this fits. 50 space platforms. And I guess we need to get rid of these as well. Actually, no, we don't want to get rid of those. I should actually request a few low density structures, because I need those for my batteries. So if we can have 100 of those, that would be very nice, except they're not being put into the system, which is another little thing to fix. Where to do it? We'll do it here. Alright, we'll do it like that. We will limit this to 2 slots, and that will be fine. Alright, well, I think we've been playing for long enough, and this video is probably quite long at this point. So thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and a comment below if you enjoyed this content and wish to see more. I will see you guys for whatever video I do next.